What's up, everybody? Today we have a hydraulic leak that we need to sort out, and apparently I'm kind of low on memory, so we'll see what we can work out. So let me flip her around, show you what we're working with. Alright, so this is the main valve block on this monster. This is a VNA turret. So there's a puddle of hydraulic fluid down there. This area here is wet. You can kind of see dry, wet. So I'm guessing there's an O-ring leaking in one of these solenoids. So we'll pop these off, see what we can come up with, and go from there. Because there's nothing behind it, and it's wet up top, but it's I mean, there's no hydraulics up here. It's controllers right above it. Here. There's 1, 2, 3, 5,000 freaking controllers. So we'll see what we can do here. Glove up and start pulling stuff apart. Just finished putting a sensor in another machine I filmed, assuming you've watched that already. If not, it's there. So how well are these labeled? 17, 2, 1. 1 is labeled. These aren't labeled awesomely, but not bad. Is this labeled? Looks like a lightning bolt. I'm guessing that's a 5. Where'd the wrench go? There we go. Things out of the way. And I'm going to need a bigger wrench. It don't fit. Why no fit? Is that? Alright, let me go get her, grab a bigger wrench. Hold on. Alright. It looks like it's this one that's leaking, but probably just do all 3 O-rings. Of course, when you're doing this, anytime you're opening up a hydraulic system, open it slow, because you never know what kind of pressure's in there. So as you're undoing everything, you're slowly bleeding it out. And if you see, I can kind of hold my wrench in between me and my face in case there is a spray. We'll be all right. As you can see, there's stuff coming out, so I'm going to go get a bunch of pig mats to put underneath, so just let that drain down. Alright, yeah, let me go get pig mats before we get a giant puddle. And these are pig mats, if you don't know, they're very absorbent, especially for oil. They're not always awesome at getting antifreeze. Sometimes it just takes a little longer for it to sort out and soak up antifreeze, but they are very good for oil. What are we draining down? I guess we're just gonna have to let that go. You know what? That is so steady. I'm worried it's gonna drain the tank. So I'm gonna thread that back in for now. Alright, so that seems like it's stopped leaking. So we can go after the one that we actually think is leaking. Oh, yeah, there's fluid everywhere. Now it's starting to get up on the motor tray. So usually under here it's these little filter sensors that leak at the O-ring. That's just like an air filter sensor. When there's too much pressure, it'll go red. And that's just the electromagnet. Does its thing. I mean, you have to get an even bigger wrench for this. Yep. Alright. So I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to go grab my O-rings. Grab a bigger wrench. We'll swap this O-ring out real quick. Put it back. And while it's out, we'll loosen that one. I think this one I'm going to leave. We'll do these two. Clean it up. See if it's still leaking once we're done. So let me go grab a bigger wrench and an O-ring. Okay. Get this other glove back on. I have two O-ring kits with me. I got this one. And I got a second older one in case there's a really big boy attached to this that's bigger than what we have in here. So we're going to do that one first. Actually, got to take that out, loosen this, because the wrench can't get in there with this in the way. So let's get that leaking again. That wasn't super tight, which means the O-ring probably cut. The other one's leaking its ass off. That's great. Oh man, get in there. I ain't got time for all this. Everything comes with this little guy, which is nice. You coming out of there, bud? Phew. Alright. Everything doesn't look too bad. A little bit of a cut on it, you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see that or not. That little hair sticking off. So yeah, it did cut. What do I got that fits? Let's see, this little guy will fit in there. Where'd it go? Huh. Come on. Trying to hold it so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Oh, are you kidding me? Where the hell's that now? Everything's freaking dripping. Shove on down there. There we go. Alright. This thing is just pouring out now. I actually feel it sit into something. That's kind of weird. Get this tightened up before we lose 8,000 gallons of fluid here. least you know the O-ring's very lubricated. Alright, this little guy. Like I said, I don't think this one was leaking, but if it's out, might as well replace it anyway. Kind of like how a lot of cars nowadays, the water pump is actually driven off of the timing belt instead of the accessory belt, like with the alternator and stuff. Oh. A little bit there, jeez. So like if you do either a timing belt or a water pump on a newer car, they always recommend you do, you know, the other one, because they're in the same spot, and to get to them is a pain in the ass because you got to tear the engine apart. Kind of felt a little odd when it settled in. Guess we'll see if it's leaking. So I feel like that's the O-ring right there. No, I think it's a washer. All right. Pig mats are actually good for doing this because they are so absorbent. They usually do a much better job than like a paper towel. But I like to use the paper towel first just to get as much easy stuff off, and then to bring these in. Just trying to soak up as much as I can around the base of all the solenoids. Hold it a second, like give it a chance to absorb. That way when I run this I can see if it's still leaking. You know what? Let me get some brake clean for this so I can clean it and dry it. Let me clean something off here if I can hit the stop button. Hold on. Yeah, trying to view you guys. That's not that bad. Probably an exact same spot. Anyway, I grabbed a can that was almost out. Just enough to push this stuff around. It'd be nice if I were closer. Well, seeing this is McCormick's, you can't have a blowgun inside because it's going to blow dirt and dust and general yucky stuff all over the place, and this is a food warehouse, so the only way to blow these off is to take them outside, and we're not going to do that because I don't think these even fit outside, and it is about 20 degrees Fahrenheit, or what's that, like -5 Celsius, and it's windy and blah blah blah. Most of that. Let me see if I can get one of these at the base again. Soak up the rest of the stuff that's going to give me a false positive for a leak. And then I'll go run all the functions. I'll pause for that. Come back and we'll see what's leaking. And hopefully there's not some super horrible leak in here that's about to flood my camera. Has 7, that's 17. That over that, like that. That there. Put the retainer back on. And we're just finger tightening the retainers because we may end up having to take them back off. Alright, that looks pretty good. Everything looks dry. Got dust off of there. Okay, I'm gonna pause it, run through all the functions, and I'll be back. Alright, just ran through everything. Hold on, let me get the fans off. Okay. Well, those are all dry. All functions work, no errors. Which means we plugged everything in correctly, which is always nice when that happens. So now we just have a lot to clean up.
O-ring, was it?
Yeah. So I had to move one solenoid to get to the other one. So I just double O-ring. I put O-rings on both of them.
Yeah.
And one of the bigger ones had a cut. So
Cool.
Doesn't seem like it's leaking now.
I'll make Kevin happy he comes back and all his VNA truck problems.
Yeah, it happens every once in a while.
Yeah. Just better not say it too loud.
Well, yeah. That's Bill again, as you've seen once or twice here. And I forget who said, tell him say hi, but I did. In the last video. The one thing to remember in these is when you're cleaning stuff up, don't push on it, like crush it while you're cleaning, because then you like crush all the absorbent little pockets in it. So you just kind of drag it over it, sort of loose. As you're wiping stuff, anything on the ground, just leave on the ground. It'll just be a nasty mess. Like I can see a puddle in there. And this is one of those you tell the customer, hey man, like there's fluid everywhere before you send it back in for another leak. Take a look to see if it's actually just dripping some, like try to tell if it's dripping off the frame, I guess. But anyway, the rest is just wiping it down. So there's, if you haven't seen it, here's the mess. This isn't even all the controllers. It's a little rough. CAN bus on this is very full. We'll just say that. So anyway, and I cleaned the screen off. Oh well. Anyway, appreciate you watching, hanging out. If for some reason that starts leaking again, I'll just start the video up. But I'm gonna clean it up, take it for a final test run, and should be good. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and be groovy to each other. Talk to you later.